chair show sound off.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. Hope you guys are doing extraordinary this morning.
I like it.
Yeah.
You got to be extra to be extraordinary.
No, I'm not. I'm doing horrible.
Oh.
Doing awful this morning. Yeah.
I don't think you say woo enough.
Woo. Do I need to say woo more? Is that going to make me feel better?
Woo helps you get through the day.
Woo didn't work.
All right. It's only one. You need several.
Woo didn't work.
Still helping. I can tell you're already picking up.
It's not true.
Yep. It's
Feeling
working.
worse. I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit my own job.
You feel it's working, right?
I feel like it's a little bit working. Yeah. Gotta say.
Awesome.
Do we need to get the moonshine again?
That was wonderful. Yeah. I had a great day yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a way to start a day. It'll wake you up.
It was a blessing. Yeah.
It's different. It's a different way to wake up, man. All right. Moving on.
I mean, Folgers was basically like bath salts back in the day, so moonshine is probably natural.
All right. Let's see. We got stuff to talk about today.
Great.
We're going to talk about the school district restraints again, briefly.
Oh, okay.
We're going to talk about a place that's really cool that's celebrating a 5-year anniversary. Good for them. And we'll talk about the Tourism Council.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Everybody just left.
No, well, we gained 2.
Okay.
You don't have video.
It's
for
trending.
Monday, do you? You have video for Monday? It got a little nasty.
Oh, did it really?
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of passion there. That's nice.
Oh, no. Do you have video from Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
I don't have it. I don't have it with me.
Oh, darn
What'd you do? Put it on like a hard
it's in
drive?
the cloud.
It's on a VCR and it's
Yeah,
on
like-
a videotape in his closet now.
It's somewhere up there.
Most people just keep it on their phone, but
It's in
okay.
the cloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to retrieve it, but I know it's up there.
Well, you'll have to fill us in, Troy.
Yes.
You'll have to give us all the deets, man. All the juicy deets, as the kids would say. I almost made a post this morning that said that adults who talk like kids are annoying. And I just did it. Yeah. Woo! Oh, I wish some people would grow up.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
But then I'd have to grow up too, which could be
Yeah.
a problem.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. All right.
There's
Anyway.
consequences that come with growing
Yeah,
up.
Peter Pan forever.
Well, not quite. Not quite. All right. I was looking for a joke there, but I just couldn't find it. Not on my game this morning, David.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's see. What are we doing?
Oh, you got called David.
I know, that was my government name.
Government,
Geez.
so, sometimes I call people by their
Mercenary
government
name.
names.
He starts calling me Samuel. We know we're in trouble.
Woo!
All right, it's going to be a show. Let's get into it. Bozard Ford Lincoln since 1949. I almost said since 1945. Gave him a few extra years.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Bozard Ford Lincoln, but more than just a dealership. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. They were founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, and that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. Gosh dang it, Troy, I don't like your dog.
I'm sorry. He said he was doing good until I came in. And
I am realizing that I am definitely allergic to dogs. I've had dogs my whole life, and now I'm, for some reason, allergic to them.
Is there a spray we can spray Troy with before he gets in here?
Maybe I bring a different shirt in here and change into that
Oh, my
shirt.
gosh.
You just have your own wardrobe that's here in the Bollock studio.
No.
The D-Dog shirt or something.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award, not the dog, the dealership, and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford Lincoln, just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Trying to see if I can just not say N's or V's, but it's not working.
Mm-mm.
All right. And the Florida Man Games, go to thefloridamandgames.com. Buy a ticket. Buy 2 tickets. Buy 3 tickets. Bring
It's
all your friends.
Gift giving season right now,
It is.
so why not give that as
Yeah.
a gift? That's
It's
an
the
awesome
best
idea.
gift.
Yeah.
There's no gift like it. It's better than a diamond.
See?
Memories
Way
that
better.
last forever.
Way better.
So a diamond is a rare marriage between fire and ice. What would you say the Florida Man Games are?
A rare marriage between mud and alcohol. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
And a little bit of insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You laugh till your ribs hurt.
That's right. Yeah. The Florida Man Games. It's going to be awesome. TheFloridaManGames.com. Also, big shout out to our friends at Finest Roofing, Great Expectations, Realty and Auction, Chiba Hut Toasted Sub, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Griffin Service, Alace Med Spa, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, BNS Signs, St. Augustine Handy House.
Yes.
The sponsor. Big shout out to you guys. Awesome folks.
A good Troy.
The good Troy. And our friends at the Vibe Nutrition who power my energy flow every single morning. That made no sense, but they do a great job. This is the grape flavor this morning. Very good.
Do they have like an antihistamine add-on for you? Or something? I'm just
I wish
wondering.
they
An
did.
antihistamine boost.
I
Yeah.
wish they did.
Sarah, see what you got in the back there, honey. Check the date.
Yeah.
Blake, mute my mic for a second. Tell me when you do.
Yeah, it's muted.
Oh, I think it came through on my microphone.
I'm sorry.
It was
I feel much better. My
Muted.
M's are better. My M's are good.
It's
There you
absolutely
go.
clear.
We're
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
We're all
Gotcha.
good. It was just gross for everybody in studio. Sorry, guys.
Yes, it was.
No.
It was necessary.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It
gross.
was necessary.
It wasn't gross. It
No,
was
it's not
necessary.
gross. It's just necessary human function.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snot rockets are gross, though.
Yeah.
No projectiles were flung in the studio.
No.
None.
All right. Question of the day, Troy. I
right.
mean, how you guys doing, first of all?
Oh,
How's
yeah,
doing?
yeah.
First
Good.
off, happy Wednesday.
It's
All
hump
right.
day.
Yeah.
It's hump day.
It is
Thank
hump
God.
day.
Got me
Happy
past the
Wednesday.
weekend.
And the question of the day, it is Maeve's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
So
The
happy
baby.
birthday to Maeve. She is 5 years old today.
5 years old.
5 years old.
Jeffrey, sit
All right.
down, Jeffrey.
So, in honor of Maeve's birthday, I asked this question. What was the first birthday party you remember?
Oh.
All right. What was the first birthday party you remember, and what was the theme, or was there a theme? Or was there a location, or...
I mean, the first birthday I remember it at my mom's house, and I don't remember much about it. The theme was probably "We're too poor to buy you any presents."
Mm.
But I don't. We never really did themes.
Did you
I
play
don't remember doing
games?
Themes.
What did you do? What
No,
would you
I
do?
remember my cousins were
Freeze
over there, and I was
tag?
happy that my cousins were there.
Okay.
I don't remember if we played any games or did anything like that, but I remember the day, sort of. But I guess not really.
But you remember your mom's cakes because those were famous. Like those.
They're famously bad.
The spinach
my
cake.
God. They're so good though.
They taste delicious,
Yeah.
but they famously look.
Oh,
I was
one of
the
the-
yeah
I'm that kind of baker.
yeah.
Like it tastes great, but
Yeah.
it looks like someone already ate it once.
Yeah. Yes. It
So-
just didn't ever look great. We called them bomb cakes
Yeah.
because they looked like they
Oh.
were about to explode, and then you got the wick for the candles, and
Yes. I've never really mastered baking. So
Me
I
neither.
can do cookies.
You got to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Baking is not easy.
and during COVID, Ty and I baked a lot and did some stuff, but my cakes never really turned out. I mean, they always look like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah. If you're layering them, not easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never got it right.
yeah.
Should have dated Ina Gardner. Just kidding. Okay. So first, the party that I can most remember is my little sister's first, it was like maybe she was her third birthday or something, and that's when like you're getting kids starting to come over, and I was so upset because only like 2 people like RSVP'd, and I'm like, this is my sister's birthday, so I like made handmade invitations, and when my mom and I would go to the mall, I would hand out these invitations to random people, and so I basically had my first house party at my 3-year-old sister's birthday. Yeah, my mom's
You were
like, who
street-
are these people?
Davey got experience bringing people into clubs.
You were street teaming.
I was right.
Street teaming at
Meant
age
to
6.
do events forever, I guess. Yeah.
Randos. Please, nobody replicate that.
Please
these
come to my
days.
sister's party. Yeah,
Right.
not this day and
Don't
age.
bring randos off the street
Yeah,
to your
this
sister's
was-
3-year-old birthday party.
This was 90s, 80s, 90s.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So
All right.
I think I was 5, the first one I remember, and I remember because everybody, I love baseball. Like I was ridiculously a baseball nut when I was a kid,
Mm.
and I always wanted an actual baseball game on my birthday, and that's a lot of people to show up for a 5-year-old's birthday.
Yeah.
Because the rule is it's supposed to be like your age plus like 1 or your age plus
Oh, I didn't know there was
2.
a rule there.
As you get older, you get more kids. And, 'cause it's
Oh, I
less-
didn't
Should have
know there was
known
a-
better.
Yeah.
3. We
Yeah.
only had 3 people.
I didn't know that. I was always way under that rule.
Yeah. but
Jeez.
but I wanted, and the thing I remember is my grandfather was the pitcher, So I that's a great memory I have from my 5th birthday is my grandfather pitching, and I think I hit him in the shin with the ball or something.
Oh.
Which was, well, my grandfather, that would have been like nothing. He
It was like a tank.
It would have been a badge of honor. My grandfather cut off his finger and duct tape it back on.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
So
I
this-
can't.
just so
I
we're
can't.
Just so
Okay.
we're understanding the level of my grandfather
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he kept working. He's like, oh, like it wasn't
Like a
oh,
burden.
it wasn't like, oh, I hurt. It was like, oh, now I gotta stop.
I have to move this finger.
I gotta stop and tape my finger. You know, but he was a coal miner. I mean, he was
Blemenses and your damn finger
Well,
stories,
this-
man.
this was
We
my-
were coal miners too, but we didn't cut fingers off.
This was my mom's side.
Weird administration.
So, my dad cut off his finger in the butcher's office, or the butcher's. He got a cut in a bandsaw. So,
I thought
yeah.
that was
family tradition to almost / lose your finger.
Yeah, luckily,
I thought that was
medical,
Upton Sinclair, the jungle. Like that's when the meatpacking industry.
the medical field's gotten better. I'd be missing too. So.
Oh.
But I remember that because my grandfather pitched me at age 5, and that's the one memory of that birthday party that I'll always have.
I
Yeah.
used to be big into baseball too, man. My dad, I mean, since I was little, my dad would like ball up tinfoil and throw it to me, and I'd hit it with a stick, in the living room.
yeah.
Yeah, I loved baseball up until I was like 10. Then I just couldn't care less about baseball.
Yeah, I still have my aunt and uncle got me a little bat. It's about like this big, and then I don't know. Nerf balls had just come out like in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
So my dad got Nerf balls, so I would sit in the living room like literally 10 feet away, and he'd just fling it at me. And I think that's
Wow.
why my hand-eye coordination increased so much.
Yeah.
I was more of a koosh ball type of child.
You're a
yeah.
Is that the one for the pool? Is
No,
it
just remember it was like,
the- like the
it was a little,
stringy one?
yeah.
Is it the stringy
You could
one?
play yo-yo with it, but yeah.
yeah, okay.
But it was kind of.
Those were cool.
They were
I like
fun,
those.
yeah.
I still like those. I'm not gonna lie.
man.
Chuck them at people. It was no big deal. Like it didn't hurt them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Interesting to
Remember
hear.
Mad Balls? Do you guys remember those? There were the Garbage Pail Kids of balls. Like they would have these crazy faces on them.
Oh, I think
They
I,
were
totally.
cool.
Yeah.
I remember those. I always wanted them.
I think I was a camp counselor when those things came
Yeah,
out.
probably. Yeah.
I think I got hit in the forehead a couple times. with those.
I have a lot of stories about just apparently not being able to afford balls and throwing other things. But I remember going to my cousin's house one time, and I was playing catch with a kid, and we were throwing around a kitchen utensil. And I would throw it towards him, and he'd duck under, and I'd never be able to hit him. So one time I chucked it before he popped his head up under the porch, and I timed it right, and as soon as he popped his head up, I hit him right in the
Gosh,
face.
that'd have been a
Some
great.
metal kitchen utensil.
That would have been
I got in a little bit of
awesome.
trouble.
Slow mo.
Oh, it was so cool. It was so satisfying.
He, has
I know.
he has a Harry Potter scar right now.
He still does, yeah. He's probably dead.
Poor guy.
I just
Injury-
assume everyone's dead.
Everyone's
dead.
dead.
Yeah, everybody
Everyone
died.
from my childhood is just gone.
Everybody died.
I'm not that old, actually. Yeah. All right. Anyway, probably had a horrible life after that. Just traumatic.
Death and horrible life. Wow, this guy is through the mud.
Well, see, that's why we have you, Davey, is to bring up the positive panda vibes.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah.
For my morose,
Melancholy. We can add melancholy.
Sure.
Yes. Well, no, yeah, he's probably a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Probably
yeah,
is.
or at least
You know what?
nominated.
You're
Yeah,
probably right.
He definitely was an Olympic hopeful because anybody can be an Olympic hopeful. You can just hope to be the Olympics.
I hope,
yeah.
yeah.
Right. So
I
there you
was
go.
never an Olympic hopeful.
Well, yes, you were. You just didn't realize it.
For a little while, I thought the bobsledding was cool.
See,
Yeah.
you could have been great. Good balance.
Herschel Walker was a bobsledder.
Okay. Anyway, St. John's County School District. We touched on this a little bit yesterday. St. John's County School District secured a resolution agreement with the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights on Monday after the federal agency raised compliance concerns with the district's restraint policies on students with disabilities.
Mm.
The OCR said it confirmed high rates of restraint for students with disabilities. The St. John's County School District specifically was targeted for this during 2017, 2018, then 2018 and 2019 school years. We're in a totally different world than we were back then. How is this still
I know.
going?
That's
How
when
is
I
this
was
still a
with them.
thing?
I was in the district at this time. I didn't see
So
any
this was
restraints.
all Davey beating up kids.
I know. I didn't see anything. I didn't see any restraints. Nothing.
Yeah.
I may have said put them in the grate, but that doesn't mean anything, right? That's horrible.
In another instance, the agency discovered a student had been restrained 77 times including 14 times. I mean, why are we not getting the other part of the story about what students are doing to become restrained, like why they need to be restrained in the first place?
Troy department.
Yeah, I can tell you. I mean, it's I you know, I live this life, and I've been in these classrooms a lot of times, and sometimes it becomes a danger to the people working there when you have. I mean, we're talking some large kids up there that can do some damage to aides, and I mean, I've seen aides get punched. I've seen teachers get punched. When these autistic kids, the emotions overtake them.
Sure.
Not only are they probably having to be restrained to for the safety of the kids around them and the teachers, but for themselves.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these kids are punching themselves,
Right.
and doing damage and hurting themselves.
It's like a tick or something, right?
So I mean, I agree with you 100%. Until it has to be a case by case situation.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't just throw a big fat number at it and say,
Yeah.
oh, well, this, obviously the one that's getting restrained so much, there's some reason that
Very well could be a
child's
reason
getting
why, yeah.
restrained so much.
Yeah.
And anytime anything like that happens, usually there's a report that goes home,
Right.
and saying, hey, we had to. And I don't know if this is coming from parents or if this is coming from people like, oh, the children. Sometimes it has to happen when you have a child who's neurodivergent and they're hurting themselves. You have to restrain them.
Right.
So is there like rules on like how long they're restrained for? Is it just for the episode or is it for the rest of the day?
Like I said, it's like
if the kid's showing up and they're putting them in the restraints right away.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
And I, like I said, I've been in the school district, and I have my thumb on a lot of this stuff. When I had Project Autism and things, I didn't see this. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
Most of the people that are working in these groups, and including at ARC and stuff like that, they're there because they love the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not there to go, oh, I'm going to hurt this kid today.
Right.
Yeah.
That is not the mindset that's out there. And I know this story makes it sound like it's very harsh,
Right.
but coming
Right.
from a parent, I need to hear the full story, and it needs to be individual. Don't group it into, you can make stats look what you want it to look like.
And in a situation like this, I have to imagine every single instance has the potential to be a completely different occurrence than what might have happened yesterday with a different student or with the same student.
Yeah. It could be exactly with the same student. And if the child's not, and there certain kids take certain medications, and if that medication is not working, it takes some time sometimes to get everybody in balance.
True. Yeah.
And so it's school district. I can tell you, I was in this classroom probably more than the person that wrote the article, and I really need to hear the full story. Don't give me a partial story.
Yeah, why were the
this
feds involved? I don't understand why did they have to step in?
Department of Education just
Well,
surely
they probably
overstepping their bounds, I think, in this situation.
They probably had somebody throw out these statistics and things like that, and instead of getting down to what the core issue was, they went at it like, oh, we're gonna really show them,
right?
And it's unfortunate that education, we really have to, working with kids now is different than working with kids 25 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I could thump you.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
head. I could thump you on the head and tell your mom, hey, he acted up. He got thumped on the head. And your mom would be like, well, maybe your mom might be like,
we got paddled. We were paddled in
But I mean-
school like
but
that
I mean,
growing up. Yeah,
it's
it was
different.
a thing.
Parents had your back 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Parents now go, oh, I'm going to sue the school district over this. And it's a different world. It's tough being a teacher.
Well,
So-
it's like the videos we saw a couple of weeks ago about a fight that broke out at a local school, man. The faculty couldn't even all they could do was put their hands out, and
I'll
try.
remember this,
Remember
yeah.
seeing
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
They weren't pulling kids. I mean, kids were beating the hell out of each other, and you could tell these teachers wanted to break it up, but they I don't even think have the justification anymore to pull kids off of each other.
Yeah, because if you put your hands on them and you accidentally, say it's a girl in a fight, you accidentally brush up against their boob. Oh, now it's sexual,
Or,
instead
God
of-
forbid,
and it
even-
had zero to do with
even
that. It's
something
just,
else.
And so I mean, it's tough working in the school district, and this is
It is
the
tough
federal
working,
government.
yeah.
And
there's a shortage of
I think
teachers.
to throw a blanket over these incidents is just wrong in several ways, and it has to be addressed individual by individual. And
Yeah.
and I'm sure there was some times where somebody was a little too aggressive,
Isolated incidents, yeah.
but it has to be addressed, incident by incident to keep the kids safe. Because now, because of all this, it's going to be like, okay, I'm not putting my hands on that kid, and that
Right.
kid's going to get hurt now.
Yeah.
Right.
Or hurt somebody else.
Because the government's stuck in instead of letting the teachers be teachers and do the loving thing that they want to do. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, this just sounds like another case of government screwing it up by just not knowing what's really going on, man. And this is just, I think this is unfortunate. Again, I think this is very case by case, man.
and Jeff
it
Gat-
doesn't
Jeff-
seem like
Jeff Gatlin nailed it. I think I had this conversation yesterday or 2 days ago. Kids haven't changed.
right.
Parents have changed.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to say, I mean, my Gen X world was like, yeah, you do what you got to do. And everyone else is like, you got to be coddled and you got to do this and that. And it's making our society weaker.
But it's not going to be 1, 2, 3 change though either. It's not like people are going to be like, okay, well, I better change the way I act. No, it's going to have to evolve to something. So which means is it a compromise? And I think, and that's what that story is that you're reading is like that the school district had to come up with some kind of compromise with the federal government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, it should be a case by case incidents. I don't think that it needs to be generalized.
Yeah, and I guarantee you the teachers come, and this was in there too, I guarantee you the teachers come home with more bruises and marks than the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
So, but that's not in the article, is it?
No.
Nope.
No.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Of course not. Yeah. So very interesting situation, man. It is getting tougher and tougher every day for teachers and for staff to work in schools for so many different reasons. And this is just another one of those reasons, man. It's pretty unfortunate what's going on in the school system these days.
I mean, I got, kids like Ricky, who's is on his way in, but I mean, kids like Ricky, I mean, I was tough love. I mean, there was no softness when I was taking care of kids. I mean, we played by the rules. We tucked in our shirts. We showed manners, and I've grabbed a kid by the back of their neck and taken them to their parents before. And in today's world, I probably would have lost my job.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, those kids.
Don't touch my kid. My kid's a perfect angel.
Those kids that I've grabbed like that, now, are very respectful to me and appreciate the discipline I gave them.
Yeah.
They get it.
If my mother grabbed the back of my neck, oh boy, I was in trouble. Oh, she knew how to drive my neck to the car.
I think I heard Ricky. Ricky, you in here? Oh, so you heard that conversation?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ricky was one of my kids, so
True.
he understands the discipline that I had for.
You were my county dad.
Yeah.
County dad.
Nice. I love that.
So, and like I said, I probably would be part of that investigation.
Right.
But I never had one parent ever say, "Oh, you're being too rough on my kids."
Well,
Yeah.
Rick doesn't tuck his shirt in anymore, so I don't know how far.
Yeah, so you failed him.
Yeah,
Right. Pretty much you failed him.
He got away after about age 12. Before age 12, he was pretty good.
Run!
Him and his brother.
There you go. Hey, you know what I realized we didn't do? A quick check of the weather. What you got, Troy?
That's all right.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com, gerealty.us. Throw us together a traffic report, guys. Just say something. Oh, look, hey, we got one up. That's great.
Traffic.
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 We got traffic on
I was just in
95.
that traffic.
Not a whole lot of traffic, though.
No, it's actually
good.
smooth.
Of course, Elace Med Spa. We love Elace. Go in there and use Davey's name and save $100 off your first service. Elace.com.
Davey discount.
That's
Davey
nice.
discount. It's great. All right, let's see. It is time to tell you about St. Augustine Experiences. They're marking their 5th anniversary, and they're offering some unique walking history tours through the Nights of Lights. For that, during this season, 31st annual Nights of Lights will illuminate the city with over 3 million lights starting November 23rd and running through January 26th.
Oh, is it the 26th this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
It changes every year, it seems like.
It does.
In celebration, St. Augustine Experiences will offer an evening of for its popular history tour.
Oh.
In addition to regular times at 10:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 3 p.m., History Under the Lights will depart at 6 o'clock. That's a great tour. I've been on the St. Augustine Experiences tour. I did one of their beer tours. It's great.
Oh, was it really? I've never
Yeah.
done one.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So they're excited about it.
The history
sure.
of the lights.
The history of the lights, sure. Yeah. All right. Gas Money Gas Report time. Let us know where you are seeing the best prices for gas in the comments. We would greatly appreciate it. Looks like our best price this morning is going to be at the gate, 1900 Mizell Road.
Wow.
$2.86.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah. They're turning over a new leaf.
This is wonderful.
The Owens at 780 South Ponce, $2.89. The Gate at 4075 US 1 North, $2.93. The Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard, $2.93 as well. The Shell at 146 King Street, $2.93. The Circle K at 4564 US 1 North, $2.95. The Circle K on 207, $3.16. And nobody else is reporting. Their prices must really suck.
Yeah, they're embarrassed.
Yeah,
They should be.
They probably should be.
Call the gate on Mizell. Get some
Yeah.
notes.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
And if you call the gate on Mizell Road and you threaten them, you're going to go to jail.
Oh, whoops.
Chris Lucero will get you out of jail.
Okay.
Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7 to provide fast and reliable bail services. 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got a little bit of live music happening today and tonight for our live music lovers. Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Smoke and Joe Shower at Trade Winds, 1 o'clock. Scott Hall's the Milltop at 4:30. Burn Unit, Tides, 5 o'clock. Carry the Day,
Oh.
Pescavillano at 5. Soul and Dagger at Fusion 904 Eatery at 5:30.
Yikes. Oh, wow.
Dewey Vaya
Okay.
and O'Malley's at 6. Mark Metterhouse, Harry's at 6. Shayla Macaluso,
Nice.
Pierre's Pub at 6. Zach Haywood at Salt Life at 6. DeHarma, Casa Divino 57 at 7. And the Rainbow Kitten Surprise. What?
Rename that.
They're at the Amp. They're too big to rename themselves now, apparently.
Ah.
7 o'clock. Yeah.
That's not going to get me to a con. Okay, I'm just going to be
Band names and also movie names are terrible these days.
I know. They're just not like cool anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing to them. People just throw words together, man.
Yeah.
With no meaning. Nothing means anything anymore.
Right. Rainbow Kitten Surprise. It sounds like a dessert at a kid's birthday party.
I'm going to sound old, but I think you guys will appreciate this. I liked the days when you kind of had to decipher what a song was about. You know, it was like people wrote songs about like a general in a war, but you didn't really know unless you sat there and like analyzed the lyrics and, you know, figured out what the meaning behind the meaning was. But people don't do that anymore. It's just, you know.
Actually, they do. If you want to study Charlie XCX Brat, I can go song by song
Okay.
and let you know exactly who she's talking about and what's
All
going
right.
on. Yeah.
What is Brat about? What is
Brat is about owning your life and going for your dreams without having any apologies about it. So the word brat is a super negative term, but this one is actually making it more empowering. But you go through this entire journey of club life and how it has evolved over times, whether you celebrate the classics or whether you're celebrating a brand new vision in your life. But it still gives you an unapologetic reality of this is who I am and this is why I'm here.
Yep, still don't know what brat means.
Yeah, I would just
Rude.
rather, you know.
Brat means it's a snotty little kid.
No, it's changed. It's evolved there, parents of the year.
Well, that's where we're having problems. Because you think you can just change words.
Oh,
Yeah.
Troy, sympathy is a
how about
knife.
a song about a plane crash and it's something that was meaningful.
Okay.
She talks about that in the song called Apple. Yeah. Hey, Stoidum has its own brat. Yes, that's awesome.
I was going to say, is that what a brat is? I just saw it flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's still a snotty kid.
Live music mic check comes to us from Griffin Service. They understand that choosing the right company when you need AC, plumbing, or electrical services is a big decision. They also like meanings behind songs. You see them everywhere, dozens of times a week, black and gold vans. And when you do, it means legendary service is on the way. AC, plumbing, or electrical problems, Griffin makes it easy. Give them a call, 904-500-2653, or visit griffinservice.com and see the difference. Weird Wednesday sees a British Karen suing a former employee.
British Karen.
A British Karen?
British Karen
I like a little bit of it.
suing a former employer because they didn't get her a farewell card.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, boo on this
gets
one.
worse. I promise you this gets worse.
Wow.
Lord
Let's
have
hear the
mercy.
You
British
thought people
Karen.
were sue happy in America.
Let's hear the British Karen. No, Europe's worse.
Sweetie, darling, sweetie.
I love the young people that just tell us how much better European countries are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Idiots. Yeah, get
Go.
out of here. Go there. We
I
don't
can't
want you
afford it
here
because I
anyway.
don't have a job. Ah, there's your problem.
Yeah.
That's why you're having trouble.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, if you need a
Was that
job, you
being a
better
brat?
fight us
I don't
roofing.
know.
That's good. Be
Okay.
unapologetic about
there
it.
you go.
Nice. Own your brat.
Yeah.
Fidus Roofing can offer you a great job that'll let you move overseas if you want to live worse. They are Master Elite contractors for St. Johns County, and that means they do great work. And if you're not yet a Master Elite contractor, they can train you to be a Master Elite contractor. Then you can go up to Europe and build roofs and sustain your own life. 904-355-ROOF.
This is for my pavers. And gutters. Yeah.
Okay. British woman who sued a former employer because she didn't get a farewell card. This is so great. This just speaks to how much of a Karen
Sounds like
she is.
Office Space kind of like.
Wait, just wait.
Milton.
I honestly won't even have to read you the rest of the story after this very first part.
Okay.
A British woman who sued a former employer because she didn't get a farewell card found out in court that her colleagues did in fact get her a card. It's just that almost nobody signed it.
Explains a lot. doesn't it?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So after her colleagues didn't present her with a farewell card on her last day of work, what the hell are we doing?
Sit and spin, Becky.
Her
Bye.
name is Karen.
Oh my
It's
God.
actually Karen.
No
That's
way.
Karen Congigan.
Karen Congigan.
Congigan.
Con again.
Just living up to that name perfectly.
Oh my.
Sued the International Airlines Group, her former employer from 2019, until she was laid off in 2021. Shocker that they let go of her. After a failure, this is ridiculous. This person needs to be punched. She says after a failure to acknowledge her existence.
A failure to acknowledge my existence.
That's what the money's for.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
she wasn't cashing the checks.
I know, right?
I could have worked
Yeah.
remotely and I was going to the office every day.
They say this is a breach of equity law, according to The Guardian.
What?
Get the hell out.
Guardian,
Gosh.
get a
I'm
grip.
so sick of people.
Go write
today.
about single ply toilet paper,
God, I want to
Guardian.
move to the woods. I just want to move to the middle of the woods.
What happened?
In court, Connigan's former colleagues testified that they did buy her a card, but they didn't give it to her because only 3 people signed it.
Those 3 people, like,
They
who
didn't
are
even know who
you?
they were signing it
Yeah,
for. They're
who
just
are
like,
you?
here's a card. Okay, great. They probably wrote nasty things in there, too.
think
They
I-
probably didn't write good things in there.
You think it's too late for me to sue the county for that?
Yeah, go for it.
According
Give
to
it a try.
equity law,
Is it too
yeah.
late?
Give it a try.
Take the card, go down to the mall, and have a bunch of randos sign it. That's all.
It's
Yeah.
been 12 years.
They believed it would have been more insulting to give her the card that no one signed.
I
They
agree.
said. Yeah. Connigan brought a total of 40 allegations against her former employer in a lawsuit, including sexual harassment, victimization, unfair dismissal, but they dismissed every claim, and the alleged breach of equity law as well, because either these things didn't happen, or if they did, they were innocuous interactions in the normal course of employment.
Of course.
She sounds like just a treat
Awful
to
person.
be around.
Just an awful person to work with.
Yeah, I don't know where she's going to go, but sure Pete hiring.
The judge added that Connigan exhibited a conspiracy theory mentality and misrepresented normal workplace interactions as harassment. The example offered was when Connigan wrote whiz in a coworker's card, then claimed another colleague was copying her when they used whiz in a different card.
What's whiz?
She owns the word
must
whiz.
be a British
apparently.
thing.
What
Yeah,
is
it must be a
whiz?
British
It
thing.
means whiz.
Whiz.
I'm going to take a whiz.
You
Yeah,
know?
somebody look up what whiz.
Whiz in British.
It
okay.
probably means the same as freaking brat. We're just
Oh,
making up
here we
words now.
go.
We're just making up words.
Whiz in British.
The Guardian also reported that she also complained after a coworker asked, "Are you taking the piss, Karen?" A popular term meaning making fun of someone after
Mhm.
she claimed she was doing all the hard work.
So, according to Cambridge Dictionary, whiz is someone who is very good and successful at something. It is slang over there. Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
Yo,
Yeah.
whiz.
I'm the only person who can use that compliment. Apparently, Karen thought she was the only person who could ever
Right.
use that
She
compliment.
owned it. She was trying to.
She obviously created the slang.
This person is
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
There's
This
a whiz
person is
story.
awful. She is the reason for the name Karen being used in
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah, it's not working.
How many
Yeah.
cats do you think she
Just
had?
want to see
Oh,
that.
too many cats.
No, bro, we gotta see
So
that
many-
haircut.
so many
Let's see that
cats.
haircut.
So many cats.
Yeah, right. Oh boy, what an awful person.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
hate this person.
Yeah. She's you know,
She smells
probably-
like whiz.
She's
Yeah.
she's mid-50s trying to dress like she's in her 20s.
Yeah.
Bad
Stay
haircut.
over there. Don't come over
Yeah.
here.
Bad
Yeah, right.
haircut.
Don't cross the pond.
Don't
lady.
even visit. We don't need it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send you right back.
Go to the Caribbean. They'll shift you around.
Luckily, maybe airlines don't like her now. Maybe she's banned from some airplanes.
That'd be
since
great.
She used to work at an airline.
Amtrak, mega note.
I'm pretty sure in that company she has a do not rehire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uber, think twice.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
good.
just keep her in that.
Good for her former fellow employees that, nobody has to work with her anymore.
Could you see if he was in this office and somebody could have said, "Will you sign this card for Karen?"
Hell no.
No.
Karen, hell no.
I would have been one of the dopey three that would have just signed it just to get
Yeah.
through it. What would you have done?
I probably just would have put a TB on it. no, like, hey, best of luck or
Right,
anything
yeah.
like that. It would've
Just
been like,
TB.
I feel like I want to
We
hawk
circled it like
a
it's-
loogie onto this thing. Just
At my job, I have to like approve invoices and stuff like that. And it's a TV with a circle.
Uh-huh.
That's what she would have got. She'd have got the TV with
Like
the
an
circle.
invoice?
Just like it was an invoice.
Is that really her?
No. We just searched up British Karen.
Okay. Well,
That's
I can imagine she probably looks something like that, except less composed.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've got an image.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, I think that's pretty much what I had in mind.
me
right
too.
there.
Yeah,
That's
me
exactly
too.
what I had
Definitely
in mind.
there.
Very
Yeah,
similar.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't give me a card. A crumpet.
I talked to a few British folks yesterday who want to bring a sporting event to the Florida Man Games. Very interesting and weird sporting event. They sound nothing like our impressions of British people.
I don't even try.
Oh.
I thought I was
I
good
like
at
the
British
second-
impressions.
Well, there's different.
I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know if you ever
Cockney.
saw-
There's, yeah.
Did you ever see the? I think it was Kevin Costner, Robin Hood one, where in the first half he tried to have a British accent.
Oh, yeah?
In the second
He
half,
just gave up.
second
He
half of
gave
the
up
movie, he's
on
like,
it.
"Screw it,
True
you're
story.
You're getting Midwest."
True story. Yeah, he evolved as the character evolved,
Like,
apparently.
literally
Yeah.
at the start of the movie, he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll go with
Yeah.
whatever it is," and then at the end of the movie, he's like, "All right, y'all, let's go." He's like, "Screw it, this wasn't working."
Totally.
Yeah.
That movie put us in a chokehold back in the day. That was
Old Costner, our good friend Kevin Costner.
yeah.
About what was it? Our year or two?
Three.
Year anniversary? 3 year
It was 3
anniversary?
years
Really?
ago.
Since we had Kevin
Yesterday.
Costner on the show?
It was
Wow.
3 years ago yesterday. And you know what?
Jeez. We're not allowed to claim that again pretty soon. We're not allowed to claim that anymore pretty soon because it's been so long.
Yeah, no, and I never really watched it until yesterday.
Really?
I watched it yesterday.
That's a pretty good interview.
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean,
good talk.
we lost signal at the end, but I mean it was excellent.
Yeah. It was
Got
excellent.
good ratings on YouTube. Did well on YouTube.
It was fun.
It's our highest video on YouTube for sure.
For some reason, Costner draws a bigger crowd than us.
No
What's up with
way.
that?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's
I don't know.
stupid.
Weird.
That's dumb.
Weird.
All right.
Like he's winning the awards.
Right.
Weren't even allowed to mention Waterworld.
Yeah.
No, that was part of the
That
song.
was his only thing. He
Which
said,
is fair.
he's
Which
like,
is fair.
Don't bring up Waterworld.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We all know why.
Yeah. I told I mean, and you eyewitnessed it, and it was the best one when we were doing Herman Cain and
Yeah.
Mike Davis. And we
Yeah.
said, whatever you do, Mike, don't bring up his announcement for running for president.
Herman Cain was just about to announce that he was running for president.
And the first question Mike Davis asked is, "Oh, so do you have a big announcement about running?"
Yeah,
for
he goes
It was a
subconscious.
very
He
first-
definitely,
and-
there's a different Mike Davis that's interviewing someone than he is Mike Davis. It's like an out of mind body experience.
and then all we got was a dial tone.
Yeah.
So we had
As
an
soon as
hour
Mike
to
asked the
fill
question.
with
Yeah.
no content.
Yeah.
He must have felt, ooh.
Yeah. It was. We never have let Mike live that down.
Pete,
Wow.
Pete and I looked at each other like,
We got a
What are you
presidential
doing?
candidate on the show.
And you told him
didn't
pre-show.
even-
"Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
told him. Yeah,
Yes.
it was all of us knew, and yeah, nope. And as soon as he said it, it was like,
I mean,
Yeah.
instantly. Yeah. So ridiculous. Oh, Herman Cain, R.I.P.
There he is.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Herman.
Herman Cain. Yeah. Nice guy. Very nice guy. All right. Let's see. The Tourism Council. It's excited to be promoting the Black History Museum.
Mhm.
It'll be years before a Florida Museum of Black History will open in St. Johns County, they say. But tourism officials are recommending the county start generating interest. The county's Tourism Development Council on Monday recommended the county commit $50,000 to marketing and communication of the of the future museum. That's a lot of money to ask for something that's not being built yet. State task force earlier this year selected St. Johns County for the site of the museum, which we're very excited about. The marketing money will require approval by the Board of County Commissioners. It would go to a forthcoming nonprofit organization composed of Howard Hawley, a member of the state task force that selected St. Johns County as the museum's home. Sarah Arnold, the current chair of the county commission, and Greg White, a local advocate for Black history in St. Augustine. Hawley said to the Tourism Council, it's not too early to begin outreach, and that it's important to be proactive in keeping the public and potential stakeholders interested. Is this what the fireworks were about the other night, Troy?
No, this one was.
I want to hear about the fireworks.
This one was fairly tame, and because everyone wants the museum.
Yeah.
There was a couple of we had to arrange the motion a little bit out of which category it was coming out of. So we took it out of category 4. But my holdback was they don't have their nonprofit yet. So they have to hold, according to the way we structured it, they have to hold the money until their nonprofit's in place.
Okay.
So they're applied and where they're at.
That makes
But
sense. So the money can be
well,
resourced.
the thing is we don't want just individuals coming in and saying, "Hey, can I have $50,000?"
Right.
So that was one of the holds that we
Yeah,
had
they're not
on it.
promoting a
And-
concert. There's a museum.
and the category and the category it was coming out of was the only kind of discussion that came out of that portion of it. The big discussion was the marketing RFP that's out, and not a whole lot can be said about it because it's in a blackout period. But it was about the ranking, who was going to do the ranking of the RFP proposals that are out, and that was very controversial because our TDC board assigned a certain group, and then the county threw 3 more people on top of it, and it kind of threw the balance out. And so with that discussion, the county has to have one person on it, and we went back to that. So that's where, and all of it has to. I mean, we're only an advisory board, but all of it has to go to the Board of County Commissioners for approval, including the one about the $50,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm confident about the 50,000. Because Greg's on there and Sarah's on there, and they're 2 people I have a lot of confidence in.
Yeah. All right. What was the fireworks about?
Huh?
Fireworks.
The fireworks were about that the county adding on. It was kind of
okay.
It was kind of a bait and switch.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
it was not taken well by the people sitting up there at the board, because the meeting before we voted on this is how we were going to structure it, and it was kind of like the county said, nope, we're still going to do it our way. And all of us up there are like, okay, why are we even sitting here? We're there's 9 business people up there giving our volunteering our time, and you're basically just flicking your finger at us, and we kind of didn't take it well as a group.
Yeah.
So
Sounds about right.
and we kind of, I think we righted the ship after it was all done, but we'll see how it plays out again. we thought we had it righted the first time. So we'll see if
Mm.
Yeah.
it plays out again.
All right. How you want to check the comments today, man?
I will wantedly wisp my way through the whispers of the watchers.
Wah wah.
Wah, 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 wah. I do walks at wabbits.
Yeah. Baba wah wah.
All right. As you do that, I'll remind everybody that Baytude and Floyd, not your average local insurance agency. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk, longevity in our community, and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from all the rest. They offer homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, and they've been doing it for over 50 years. They work with pretty much everybody in the studio. Christy Lawrenson, St. Augustine's premier agent, and offers complimentary policy reviews and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed in St. Augustine to be properly insured. Attention to detail, organizational skills, that's part of what sets her apart from the rest, and she finds policy errors and cost savings where others can't. Give BHF a call, 904-794-5455. Schedule an appointment today. Also, St. Augustine Handy House. This is great if you're looking for just a shed to store some extra tools in the backyard. Maybe you need a new carport. They can handle that as well. Maybe you need that, you know, that little getaway, the man cave or the she shed out there that's kind of separate from your house, where you can get away from all the noise, get away from the dog, just get away from the kids for a little while, just relax in your own little space. Troy Uzina can help you handle that at St. Augustine Handy House. They're right off State Road 16. They handle the installation. They handle the permits. They handle all of that stuff, man. So all you got to do is pick out your perfect structure. They're going to bring it to you. They're going to set it all up. All you got to do is pick it out. It's very easy. Great guy. Troy Uzina out there at St. Augustine Handy House. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 1. St. Augustine Handy House makes it easy to find exactly what you need. 904-823-9092. What you got, Troy?
All right. People still don't know what Brad is. I'm not alone in that. Wiz is actually, people think of Wiz as Michael Jackson and Diana Ross, the musical.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's on down the road.
Oh, sure.
Some other people are out there blaming the lawyers for Karen's action, that she thinks she has the right to do that.
Well, the lawyers are running a business too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she was actually kind of pushing them to do it. And they're like,
that-
fine, if you want to cut me a check, I guess I'll go up there.
Yeah. I'm going to get 30% of it.
Right?
Right,
Mhm.
So, and it made it all the way to here. So I guess Karen was successful.
Well, I mean, she didn't get very far.
Yeah.
I still
She
want to see
didn't
a
win the
real,
case.
still want to see a real picture of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to. It's an awful person. All right. What do you got for Stordom Stat?
All right, Stordom Stat. On this day, it was in 1983 in Beirut. You know, a lot of the same argument that's still going on out there today. In Beirut, a suicide bomber drove into the barracks, a U.S. Marine barracks, and blew up, and it killed 240 Marines and 57 French soldiers. And this is a bombing, and I remember when it happened because I was in high school when it happened, but it's not a story that you hear a lot about.
Mm.
And I don't even know if you guys knew that, but it killed 240 Marines, and we don't really talk about it a whole lot.
No, I didn't know that.
So,
wow.
you know, it's one of those I wanted to bring up because I'd forgotten about it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not really brought up in history a whole lot, but it happened on this day. So a lot of families in the United States were changed, and men gave their lives for their service. So I just wanted to kind of recognize today for those Marines.
Well, thank you, sir. Stordom Stat brought to us by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine. Check them out right between Riberia and ML King. Great slices. Go get a few today.
Yep.
Plugs, guys.
All right. It's Wednesday. Happy birthday to Maeve again. We're gonna have a good day.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
David?
Hey, at 3 o'clock today, we're talking to retired Detective Volpe, talking about Tunnels to Towers. They're doing this really great fundraiser for vets. I know they're working again with Troy, your project with Veterans Village. So this is going to be a really great talk and see what funds they can produce for some great veterans and first responders out there.
Awesome.
Great, man. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.